First things first, you check the top of your load. Make sure there's no logs hanging over your bunks or out of your bunks to keep yourself safe. And you can come up wherever. Every truck is different. These ones, the wrappers are right in here. As you're going by your load, you just sweep everything off. Make sure there's no debris for the road. Make sure your cords don't get wrapped up. Throw your wrappers over, flip them forward, back, make sure they're close to your stakes. Clip them on to your clasps here. Clean any debris or loose stuff off while you're doing this. So on and so forth, every bunk, all the way back. Meantime, you still look up, check everything, make sure nothing's gonna fall down. You gotta make sure you flip them, get them right tight to the stakes. You don't want them crisscrossed or into the middle and then down. You want to get as close to your stakes as you possibly can. Sweep your trailer off nice and clean. Once again, you'll probably check this when you get back out to the highway or to your wrap-up station. Here, you give her a little tug, flip it forward, make sure you're nice and close to that stake. Put your strap through your winch. Give her a little snug. At this point, you can look under and make sure nothing's hanging out underneath here and that your cable is nice and tight against your log the way it's supposed to be. You can look underneath your load here and see that nothing is poking through or missed the bunk. And if it does, These cables are designed to catch them and hold everything up tight to the belly of the load. That one come undone. When you're first pulling on your straps, give them just a nice little pull. Make sure everything's tight. That one over there had come off of the Crosby hook. So I have to go underneath, inspect it, make sure everything's good. But this time you can check your winches, make sure they're all fine, no cracks, not gonna fall off on your way to town.
That's like the base, right, you're talking about?
Yeah, around the base here, and even your locking pin. Again.
Oh, there goes the microphone.
Where does it clip on?
Anyway.
Once again, just looking up, check the top of your load, make sure that your logs are all in under the bottom of your stakes. You don't want any more overhead hazards than you need. Everybody does have a little different way of doing your wrappers up. Some will just keep rolling them up nice and tight, as long as they're all stuffed in and no excess hanging out. Inspect every one of these hooks that your chains and your cables are hooked to every time, just to make sure there's not any defective parts. You'll have your wrapper bar and you can start tightening down. Once again, look up. Logs will shift, they'll roll, they'll pop up. Nice and tight. You can hear that banjo sound come out of them, like a guitar string. Check your wrappers, make sure there's no big frays in them. You don't want one of these breaking on your travels to town. That's probably lovely on the speaker. Again, expect it from the back. Make sure you still got a good crown. Nothing's rolled or moved. Check all your cables. Make sure they're tight. Sure that it's nice and wrapped around the belly of the whole load, front to back. At this point, you will stamp with your stamp hammer, head to town. I think that's got her, Rick.